everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Ujjal, and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 23rd of June 2022. Let's start. Which Indian airport was named the best regional airport in India and in South Asia in Skytrax World Airport Awards? So the Kempegowda International Airport in Bangalore was named as the best regional airport in India and in South Asia in the 2022 Skytrax World Airport Award. And this award is based on the feedback from the customers in a globally conducted survey about the experience from check-in to the arrivals. Also, this survey is based on the transfers, shopping, security, immigration, and arrangements in the departure gate. So the Bangalore airport had also won the Best Airport and Aviation Innovation Award at Wings India Awards earlier, right? Now let's see some of the important airports that were in news recently. Which company won the bid to build the National Capital Region's new airport at Jewar? So this bid has been won by the Tata project by outbidding Shapoorji Pallonji Group, right? And this airport is expected to be functional by 2024. Next is the United Nations welcomed the first commercial flight from Sana'a Airport to Egypt. Where is Sana'a Airport located? So this airport lies in Yemen. Bangalore International Airport Limited has partnered with which bank for a one-stop payment solution? For this purpose, Bangalore International Airport Limited has partnered with the Kotak Mahindra Bank. Which airport won the COVID Champion Award at Wings India 2022 event? First of all, this event took place in Hyderabad, and the COVID Champion Award was given to the Cochin International Airport. Which defense public sector undertaking has signed an agreement with the Airports Authority of India for the cooperative indigenous development of systems? So this is Bharat Electronics Limited. Why? For air traffic management and the surface movement of activities at the airports across the country, which were previously used to be imported. Fine. And don't forget that we will create 220 new airports by which year? By 2025. Okay. Next is Shinde Sambhaji Shiwaji, Ujjal Bhuyan, Amjad Ahtesham Sayed, who were seen in the news recently, are associated with which profession? So basically, government has cleared the appointment of new Chief Justices in 5 High Courts as per the Law and the Justice Ministry. And Justice Vipin Sanghi and Justice Ujjal Bhuyan will be appointed as the Chief Justice of the Uttarakhand High Court and Telangana High Court, while Justice Amjad Sayed and Justice Shinde Sambhaji Shiwaji will take over as the Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court and Rajasthan High Court. And Chief Justice Satish Chandra Sharma and Justice Rashmin M. Chhaya were appointed as the Chief Justices of the Delhi and the Guwahati High Courts respectively. Okay, so they are basically judges. Coming to the question slide, CarMax, which was seen in the news recently, is a new variety of which crop? So Mumbai-based Swal Corporation has introduced a new paddy product in the market named as CarMax, and the company has introduced the product in order to effectively control the stem damaging worm that affects the paddy crop and also to increase the productivity of rice. Okay. Padma Bridge, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which neighboring country of India? So Bangladesh Ministry of Foreign Affairs recently clarified that Padma bridges are not the part of China's Belt and the Road initiative. So it is a kind of multi-purpose road to rail bridge across the Padma river, which is the main distributary of the Ganga river. So when completed, it will be the largest bridge in Bangladesh and the first fixed river crossing for the road traffic. Fine. And talking about BRI or the One Belt One Road initiative, it is a flagship program of President Xi Jinping for trade and connectivity, and India has raised concerns over the BRI project. Okay, so this bridge lies in Bangladesh. Operation Sankalp, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which armed force? So Indian Navy's stealth frigate INS Talwar is deployed for the Operation Sankalp that commemorates the third continuous year of Indian Navy's presence in the Gulf for protection of India's maritime interest. So after attacks on the merchant ships in the Gulf of Oman in June 2019 and the disturbing security situation in the Gulf region, Indian Navy had commenced maritime security operations codenamed as Operation Sankalp in the Gulf region so as to ensure safe passage of Indian flag vessels transiting through the Strait of Hormuz. Okay. Operation Friendship Border 2022, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which bloc? So the 8th meeting of the heads of the border services of the member states of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization was held in New Delhi under the chairmanship of India, and the members have approved the plan for the preparation and conduct of the joint border Operation Friendship Border 2022. And they also approved the work plan of the group of experts of the border services of SCO member states for the year 2023. Okay, so this is related to SCO. Gaia mission, which was found in the news recently, is associated with which space agency? So European Space Agency's Gaia mission has released a set of new data which has revealed the phenomena of star quake. Okay, so what is a star quake? These are actually massive movements on the surface of stars that is similar to earthquake on the earth, and this data has also revealed the largest chemical map of the entire Milky Way, showing the DNA of millions of stars. Okay, so this is related to European Space Agency. Next is, which institution has won UNESCO's recognition for the use of information and communication technology in education field? So the Central Institute of Educational Technology, which is a unit of the NCERT, has been awarded with the UNESCO's King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa Prize for the use of ICT in education for the year 2021. And this institution has used ICT under the Prime Minister E-Vidya scheme during the COVID pandemic, and the PM E-Vidya program was launched as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan in May 2020 to unify all the efforts related to digital, online, on-air education. And each prize winner receives $25,000, a medal and a diploma. Okay, so CIET has won this prize. Let's see some of the important questions that are related to different ministries. The Employees State Insurance Corporation functions under the aegis of which union ministry? So ESIC basically functions under the aegis of Ministry of Labour and Employment, and recently ESIC has announced that its scheme will be implemented throughout the country by the end of 2022. And the health insurance scheme is fully implemented in 443 districts and it is partially implemented in 153 districts. And as many as 148 districts are not covered under the ESI scheme at present. Okay, so it works under the aegis of Ministry of Labour and Employment. CERT in functions under the aegis of which union ministry? So this is the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team and it is an office within the Ministry of Electronics and IT. So it is a nodal agency to deal with the cyber security threat and recently it issued the threat alerts for multiple software including Adobe, Microsoft products on their website, shared multiple vulnerabilities that affect the products from Microsoft and Adobe, etc. Okay. Which union ministry organized the 12th edition of Delhi Dialogue in 2022? So Union External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar addressed the ministerial session of the 12th edition of Delhi Dialogue in New Delhi. And this year theme was Building Bridges in the Indo-Pacific and it was hosted by India in New Delhi. Okay, so correct answer would be Ministry of External Affairs. Which union ministry organized the National Conference on Competition Law? This is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Which union ministry launched the new draft national policy on the persons with disabilities? This is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Which union ministry launched the Green Open Access Rules 2022? Answer is Ministry of Power. We have covered all these questions if you remember. Next question. Which Indian sports person clinched the men's javelin throw gold at the 2022 Kuortane Games? So India's top javelin thrower and 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games gold medalist Neeraj Chopra has clinched the men's javelin throw gold at the 2022 Kuortane Games. And he registered an impressive throw of 86.69 meters in the event. And recently Neeraj Chopra won silver also and he set a national record at the Pavo Nurmi athletics meet, right? So yes, Neeraj Chopra is currently on fire. Let's see some of the important sports related current affairs. Which Indian sports person clinched the men's javelin throw? This is the same question. Answer would be Neeraj Chopra. Delhi Election Commission has named which sports person as the state icon? This is Yash Dhul. How many kilometers of national highway has the Ministry of Road Transport decided to build in financial year 23? So the target is 18,000 kilometers road would be built by next year. Avni Likhara and Sri Harsha Dev Reddy, who were seen in the news recently, are associated with which sports? So they are related to shooting and Avni Likhara has won the parachuting World Cup in France, right? And in this, second position was occupied by Amelia by winning the silver medal and she is from the country Poland. And the third person was Anna from Sweden and she won the bronze. Okay. India signed Memorandum of Understandings on visa-free regime for diplomatic and official passport holders and the youth matters with which country? So India has signed these MOUs with the country Senegal. Alavinil Valarivan, Shreya Agarwal and Ramita, seen in the news recently, are associated with which sports? They are also related to shooting. And this is actually Indian women's shooting team that has bagged the gold medal for India in the 10 meters air rifle women's team event at the ISSF World Cup 2022. And this championship took place in Baku, which is the capital of Azerbaijan. Next is, who has been appointed as the chairperson of the Press Council of India? So former Supreme Court Judge Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai has been nominated as chairperson of the Press Council of India. And she has replaced the retired Justice C.K. Prasad, who vacated office in November 2021. So Justice Desai has also served as the chairman of Delimitation Commission on Jammu and Kashmir And she was also the public prosecutor for the state of Maharashtra, and she has also served as a judge on the Bombay High Court. Fine. So now onwards, she is the new chairperson of the Press Council of India. Let's see some of the important appointments. Industrialist Anand Mahindra and Venu Srinivasan have been appointed as non-official directors of which institution? So they have been appointed as non-official directors of Reserve Bank of India, along with Pankaj R. Patel and IIM Ahmedabad professor Ravindra H. Dholakia. Okay, so they have been appointed for 4 years by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet. Rabab Fatima, who has been appointed as the Under Secretary General of the United Nations, is from which country? So Rabab Fatima is now the new Under Secretary General of United Nations, and she belongs to the country Bangladesh. Which Indian has been appointed as the head of International Monetary Fund's Asia and the Pacific Department? This is Krishna Srinivasan. Who has been appointed as head of the World Trade Organization's Committee on Technical Barriers to Trade? Answer would be Anwar Hussain Sheikh. Which of the following was appointed as chairperson of Committee B at the 75th World Health Assembly? This is Mr. Rajesh Bhushan. And what was the theme for the 75th World Health Assembly? Health for Peace and Peace for Health. Next question. Which Indian bagged the Lance Pannell Pacific International Snooker title in Melbourne? So former World Billiards Champion Saurav Kothari of India won the Lance Pannell Pacific International Snooker title in Melbourne and Pacific International Billiards Championship as well. So with this, he is only the second cutest ever to achieve a double title in the Pacific International after Matthew Bolton of Australia. Okay. Coming to the question slide. Which Indian chess player won the Norwich Chess Group A Open Chess Tournament? This is R. Pragnanandha. Next is, who won the Amazon Sambhav Entrepreneurship Challenge 2022's first prize? So it has been won by Subhash Ola. Which state won the Hockey India Senior Women's National Championship 2022? So in this, winner state was Odisha, second was Karnataka, third was Jharkhand, and fourth was Haryana. Anthony Albanese has won the presidential elections of which country? Very easy answer. So he is now the new Prime Minister of Australia. Nikhat Zareen, who recently won a gold medal for India in the World Championship, plays which sports? So she is related to boxing, and this championship took place in Istanbul, Turkey, in which India has bagged total 3 medals. 1 was gold and 2 were bronze. So Nikhat Zareen has won the gold in 52 kgs category. Second name was Manisha, and she has won the bronze medal in 57 kgs category. And third name is Parveen, and she has won the bronze medal in 63 kgs category. Okay. Next question. Which major country announced emergency measures including using of coal after shortage of supply of gas from Russia? So Germany has announced emergency measures including the increased use of coal to boost the gas storage levels and to phase out import. So as Germany relies on the Russia for most of its gas, it is affected after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which led to cut in the deliveries. So the new measures include increased reliance on coal-fired power plants and an auction system to incentivize the industry to consume less. Okay. Let's see some of the important international current affairs. Which country recently launched its most advanced aircraft carrier named as Fujian? So recently China has launched its third aircraft carrier named as Fujian, and also it is the country's most advanced and the first fully domestically built naval vessel. Okay. What were the names of the 2 previous aircraft carriers of China? First was Liaoning and second was Shandong. Okay, and the third was Fujian. And China plans to have around 5 aircraft carriers, while the next carrier is expected to be nuclear powered. Which country proposed to organize a joint border operation named as Solidarity 2023 for the SCO member countries? So India and other member countries of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization supported an initiative of China to organize a joint border organization named as Solidarity 2023 for the border agencies of the member countries next year. Fine. So India's BSF director announced this at the conclusion of the 8th meeting of the heads of border authorities of the SCO member states, which was held in Delhi under the chairmanship of India. Which country has recently pledged to cut the carbon emissions by 43% from 2005 levels by 2030? This country is Australia. And what is the target of Canada? So they will reduce the carbon emission by 40% by 2030, and USA has made this target to 52%. Which country recently signed an executive order aimed at protecting LGBTQ people? This is country USA. India recently organized the Mango Festival in which country to boost the export of mangoes? This country is Bahrain. Why? So as to boost the export of mangoes. Next question. Which racing driver won the 2022 Canadian Grand Prix? So Red Bull racing driver Max Verstappen claimed his 5th win at the 2022 Canadian Grand Prix, and this is the Max Verstappen's 6th victory of the season and his 26th overall title. Okay. Spanish driver Carlos Sainz of Ferrari clinched the 2nd position, while Lewis Hamilton, who's the 7-time champion, was at 3rd position. Okay, so first was Max Verstappen, second was Carlos Sainz, and third was Lewis Hamilton. Let's revise all the important Grand Prixes that were held in 2022. Which racing driver won the Azerbaijan Formula 1 Grand Prix title in 2022? So this was won by Max Verstappen. Which racing driver won the Monaco Grand Prix title? Answer would be Sergio Perez. Second was Carlos Sainz, and third was Max Verstappen. Which racing driver won the Spanish Grand Prix title in 2022? So winner was Max Verstappen, second was Sergio Perez, and third was George Russell. Which racing driver won the Australian Grand Prix 2022 tournament? Answer is Charles Leclerc. Sergio Perez was second and George Russell was third. Which racing driver won the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2022? Answer is Max Verstappen. Second was Charles Leclerc and third was Carlos Sainz. Which racing driver won the Bahrain Grand Prix 2022 title? First was Charles Leclerc, second was Carlos Sainz, and third was Lewis Hamilton. Fine. So many a times we have discussed about their countries, so I'm not repeating it yet again. Next question. When is the World Sickle Cell Awareness Day observed every year? So every year on the 19th of June, the World Sickle Cell Day event is conducted by the United Nations General Assembly to raise awareness of sickle cell disease. So this is a group of inherited disorder that causes the RBCs to become sickle in shape instead of normal biconcave shape. Okay. So this day is observed on 19th of June. Let's see some of the important days and themes. When is the International Day for Countering Hate Speech marked across the world? This day is observed on 18th of June. What is the theme of the World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought 2022? First of all, it is observed on 17th of June, and this year theme was Rising Up from Drought Together. What is the theme of the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day 2022? It is observed on 15th of June, and this year theme was Combating Elder Abuse. Okay. What is the theme of the World Day Against the Child Labour 2022? It is observed on 12th of June, and this year theme was Universal Social Protection to End Child Labour. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nusrat Sana signing off.